Okay, I'm reading. I've pretty much read this already. When I spoke to I know about this. So
Yeah, so Pred comes in. I was already. Pred called me before about this, and Nova informed me that she'd already heard about it and was going to look into it and investigate it. So I was like, sure. And then the last me and Nova spoke, she said that it was handled and no malicious prosecution was found. So Pred comes in today looking for a FOIA. And on the all report, right, the state marshal one. And I'm a bit like, I don't really know, 100% whether or not he's okay to do that or not, because technically the report was into somebody else, and he's not. I know he is involved in the report. I just wanted to. We had a sidebar basically to discuss the FOIA, and in the sidebar, Nova mentioned that her investigation was basically talking to a few people and then passing it to BCSO High Command. So I questioned her on that, and she basically said because malicious prosecution isn't criminal, she just that's not our purview, and so she passed it to the High Command because it was like an internal thing for them to deal with. And I was kind of a little bit dumbfounded because, in my opinion, if an officer is going out of their way, regardless of if it's Pred or not, regardless of whether they have any background with a gang or anything, if an officer's going out of their way to look or hunt for charges, especially when it's come up that, the charges were dropped, and even, it's been thrown around that they had no PC in the first place, then I think there is grounds for an investigation, a proper investigation from my side of things. But Nova disagreed, and it was thrown to BCSO High Command. Anyway, we went back and spoke to Pred.
I mean, what would you be investigating?
Malicious prosecution has been thrown around, but obviously but
that's not even like a thing technically. Like,
right, sure,
but law against it. It's not even like an issue technically. So it'd be a judge that would have to have an issue with it.
So you don't think, like, if an officer's going out of their way to, like, look into a specific person to remove them from a position is, like, an issue?
That would sound like the San Andreas State Marshals, whose entire purpose is to specifically seek out and investigate corrupt government officials to remove them from their office.
Right, but then there's an assumption
you occupy that position right now, actually.
Yeah, I'm aware. Right, so when we spoke to Pred, there was evidence that he gave us some evidence. His statements. All right, it's not evidence. Right. He gave us some things that suggested that Bruce might have it out against him. Right. Now, Pred had not given this statement to Nova prior for some reason. He basically said he didn't think that Nova was going to take it seriously or anything. Basically, that in the past, Bruce had, in Pred's words, Bruce was, I guess, siding with Eve or something. I think Pred thinks that Bruce doesn't like Pred or himself, and there was a prior incident with a 911 where he wrote a warrant for a misdemeanor. It went to bench trial, and Bruce threw a fit and then left. So basically, Pred's saying there was prior incidents where Bruce had, a history with him, and so Pred's basically claiming that because of that history, Bruce has gone out of his way specifically against Pred to file charges.
Okay. I mean, that's understandable why you might feel that way based on what you've been informed.
Right. So the issue is coming up is like, if there is malice behind the intent behind an officer, that could be an issue. You'd agree, right?
It depends on what they're actually doing, because let's be honest, no one lives without malice somewhere in their heart.
Right, but if an officer is going at
prosecution requires you to actually do something, like to push charges without proof, for example.
They did.
And if they did, right, and if they did, proper course of action is to get a lawyer and put a lawsuit up. There's nothing to investigate here from what you just told me. They have all the information already. If all what you told me is true, they could just go post a lawsuit right now, and they could probably get something out of it.
So
So what's there to investigate?
you don't think there's an investigation to be had into an officer that's doing that?
I mean, if his high command has been informed and they've only chosen to give him a demotion, then that's something that can be noted and added to their profile as a list of potential misconduct that we can use against them.
Okay. Uh, was our martial capabilities not just updated like a few days ago?
Yeah, that's correct. But we're typically not going to use those unless it's an actual state of emergency. If they trigger the takeover clause, then we'll enact those. We're not going to just interfere with people's day-to-day operations.
Okay. But part of our job is like overseeing officers and what they're
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
So if an officer's going out their way with malice intent and a forethought and premeditation,
Mm-hmm.
that's an issue.
Sure, I agree. And you should tell Kyle Pred that he should go file a lawsuit before it gets out of statute of limitations.
I'm also going to investigate it and act upon it.
Okay, that's fine. You can investigate it, but you can't go around making issues for everyone else because they're not interested in investigating it.
I don't understand why that's not part of our job, man.
It is part of our job, but I don't know if you noticed, there's quite literally more cases than we have people that are capable of taking them right now. So there's going to be some cases somewhere that don't go answered. There's going to be a case, whether it's this one or another one. Who are you to choose which one is the right one?
I'm not saying that it's the right one. I'm saying it was done badly.
Okay, well, that's an issue for sure.
Okay. Can I ask what information like you've got on this prior to coming?
Yeah, I've been informed that you were yelling at people, and you were very frustrated that people weren't interested in investigating this any further, and that you're acting as Pred's personal defense lawyer.
Okay, clearly someone has a bit of a bias, but that's fine. No, I guess I didn't raise my voice at all, ma'am, respectfully, but I'm
Told that you insulted your coworkers.
I told someone, I told someone to get a spine. I did do that. I told Sparks to do that
Why would you tell her that?
because we were having a discussion about whether or not this was something we should be looking into.
Okay.
And Sparks was disagreeing, and she didn't even get a chance to disagree because she said, I'm going to go 42 before she even started her argument. Because she said, I'm going to go 42 because, I don't want to deal with this. So I told her, you need to grow a spine because these are the kind of things we're going to need to talk about. And she didn't like that, so she left. And I'm not going to apologize for it either, ma'am, because we are overseeing the whole fucking state. And if we can't have discussions where, things get a little bit, like, heated, then maybe she doesn't belong here.
Don't you think you're getting a little bit too focused on this one specific thing, Dark?
No, I don't think
I feel
so,
like you're
man.
really losing sight of the bigger picture right now.
What's the bigger picture here?
The bigger picture here is that you have two criminal mayors who are going out of their way and committing crimes, and you're sitting here trying to look into a minor incident that was taken care of 3 weeks ago so that you can find some way to try and help one of them out.
You think I'm aiding the mayor?
I wouldn't say that you're aiding him, but you're
You just
definitely
said that.
overlooking. You're definitely overlooking the fact that this was already looked into. There was deemed to be issues. The information
That's a
was
pretty big
passed
claim
on.
to make, Angel. If that's what you think, then act on it.
That's not what I said, Dark. I said that your conduct is really confusing at the moment.
You just said you're going out of your way to help one of them. You think me doing this? You think me doing my job is helping one of them?
That's how you interpreted what I
You
said.
said
That's
that.
not what I meant.
No.
I did
you
not
said
say
that,
that.
man.
No, I said you're going. Yes, you are helping him. You're going out of your way to investigate something that he requested you to. No, are you not?
No, I'm going out of my way to investigate a complaint that's been made into an officer.
By him, you're helping him. There's not an issue with that. You help people all the time. I don't understand why it's an issue to help people.
Is it a problem to help him?
No, it's not. I don't know why you're making an issue out of it. I'm just saying that you're going out of your way to. Okay, you are. I'm saying that you're going out of your way to help him, with this specific thing, and you're getting frustrated at that.
I haven't got frustrated at all. I saw issues in the investigation that Nova carried out, if you can even call it an investigation. I'll be honest. There was no record made. There was no recordings made. She did a preliminary interview with Bruce, which was there was no record made of it, and then she passed it to High Command, which that was it. So I'm seeing an investigation that wasn't carried out, you know, to its extent, and so I'm doing it myself.
Okay, that's fine. You can do that. Why are you trying to drag everyone else down with you?
I don't think I'm trying to drag anybody down, but am I supposed to sit around and not call people out when things are done wrong?
I don't
Isn't
really
that
think that's what happens here.
that's exactly what happened?
Insulting your coworkers because they disagreed with your personal opinion about a case is not
I that
keeping
is not
people working together.
I okay. The insult. Okay, if you want to call it an insult, that's fine. But that is not what happened. Merely told. Okay, I merely told Sparks that if she wants, my intention with what I said to Sparks was that she can't just be. If she disagrees with a situation, then she can't just be going 42. Is that the attitude you want from your marshals? That if things don't
Do you
go
know what
their way,
Sparks has been doing the last few days?
working on the HCR?
She's been burning a candle at both ends, getting run ragged, absolutely working her butt off, trying to make these things work. And the last thing
Okay,
that she needs to do is be getting screamed at because she
I
doesn't
didn't
agree
scream.
with someone else's decision in a minor case from weeks ago.
I didn't scream.
You need to think about how the words that you speak can have impact on others, whether you intend them to have it or not. You know, you have to see it from her point of view. She's fucking working her ass off to get this shit done, and some completely irrelevant case, in her opinion, that has been solved weeks ago pops up again. She's getting screamed at it. Of course, she's gonna feel like going 42.
Right.
If
Okay.
I came in here while you were fucking burnt out as shit trying to work on important cases, and I reamed you out for some random case of a month ago for a minor issue, don't you feel like you'd be upset at me?
I didn't. Spock had nothing to do with the case. I didn't ream her out. I didn't raise my voice. She merely started disagreeing with me. Said, I'm gonna disagree with you, but I'm gonna go 42." And then, but didn't even get the chance to disagree with me. She didn't even bring it up. And so, because she was like, "I'm not gonna do it anyway. I'm just gonna go 42." So she didn't even get the chance to do it. But she didn't even like have the goal to do it. So I don't know where this is coming from. I didn't scream at anybody. Sparks had no involvement. It was Nova.
Well, okay, I don't understand why you and the other party are saying that she was insulted, and then you're claiming that she's not
Okay.
now.
No, I just listen. I'll hold my hands up and say that I told her she should grow a spine. I did that. I'm not saying I didn't, but it is right next.
Listen, we have something to take care of. We'll finish this later. Okay.